Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. It's Independence Day. And I'm going to do just a quick video for you today as I walk on the island and show how everybody's decorating and getting ready for the festivities. And before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, which I will talk about a little bit later. But first things first, I want to thank England for giving us the day off. I don't think enough people really thank England for this. So think about this. Beaches, beautiful women, bathing suits, sunshine, tan legs, barbecues, fireworks, cold drinks. What's not to like, guys? Well, thank you, England, for this, okay? You guys just don't get enough credit for Independence Day. So much is going on in the economy right now that no one's talking about. Want to hear something, a wild stat? Think about this. Gas prices today, everybody talks about how expensive it is to travel every year, and oh, it's so much to go from place to place. Gas is down $1.40 a gallon right now. So, from last year. So, $1.40. So, still, I don't think gas has been a real deterrent from making people not travel. I think that when people spend too much for things like that, they don't eat in nice restaurants, they eat fast food and things like that. That's my opinion. We're seeing that there is a port strike in Canada that no one's talking about. So in Canada, the port workers are, not unloading tankers right now and cargo ships. And there's about $12 billion that to this point of goods that are not being unloaded. In American dollars, it's like $8 American. So it's not as much as you think. I'm on fire this morning. Anyways, insurance companies say that with 4th of July, there's always damage to structures. And this is shocking. I looked this up, and I looked it up 2 different places, and it came up with the same number. They say that there's $59 million in damage from fireworks every year. Doesn't that seem light to you? I don't know why. I just thought, wow, there'd be a lot more damage from these imbeciles that, amateur night come out and start blowing stuff up in their neighborhood and, burning the neighbor's house down. Charlie, he's the town village idiot. But one thing that's very cool is on the island, the tide goes out, everybody stakes their claim. So you're going to see more and more of this. But, so just wanted to do a quick video for you today. The box office for the first half of the year is dismal, to say the least. And it is off considerably. You can't count the last 2 years, but from 2019, it's off a ton. And they're saying, what was going to save it? They thought Indiana Jones was going to do it. Now, the next thing, there's 3 big movies coming out. You've got Oppenheimer, which is the nuclear movie. You've got Barbie coming out, which you couldn't drag me to. And you've got the Mission Impossible 46 coming out. So, if it's anything like Maverick, that'll be huge. But will it save, the box office? Who knows? Absolutely, who knows? People just aren't going to the movies anymore. It used to be that they had a theory that summer box office was a way of getting out of the heat. And it would, people would save money on air conditioning and people would go to the movies during the day, which I never understood that thinking because I just open a window. But that's just me. The next thing, I'm letting people pass as I stand here. The next thing is Vegas has had almost 300 days without hitting 100-degree weather, 292 to be exact, and they think that they're going to finally hit 100 degrees right now, which is kind of interesting. So there's that. And, couple things. Yeah, speaking of Britain, Britain is the only major economy in the world where inflation is rising right now. They say that inflation is subsiding or going down, but in Britain it's still going up. So, again, the lie for you people in Britain is that you're being told it's only at 8.6%. I am telling you guys, look at the comments in the video description. Look at the people that write me, and all they tell me is how expensive everything has gotten, how bad it's gotten. And it's the worst thing is business owners, how they're having problems with energy and problems with getting supplies, getting things like glasses, okay, for their business. And Scott sent me a great article about the company Evergy in Kansas that, hey, listen, we know things are going up in price right now, but we're going to raise your energy rates in the coming months. So they want to have a huge increase for everybody. Okay, just nuts, guys, nuts. Everybody's made of money these days. So, found a great chart for home prices and how they've gone up for the last 50 years. Really cool. So, since 1971, it shows where the dips are at and everything. And we haven't had like a major correction in quite some time. So it's definitely due right now. And everybody that's in real estate right now that knows the business, and I mean, that's been around, let's say 20 years. Okay, so they've seen, a few different downturns and different corrections, have all told me that, wow, is it overdue, Dan? And it's crazy. And the big lie that people are being told is that that these interest rates are not going to affect the price of homes, are not going to affect the inventory. I just saw the greatest TikTok where a bank was talking about how you're going to see massive foreclosures. You're going to see foreclosures unlike anything that we've seen before because of the unsustainability of the mortgage payments with the high prices. Understand this. The people that write me and say, I had a 14% mortgage, Dan. Your house was $44,000, $65,000. It was like a big car payment, guys. It was not what it is today. It just isn't. When you have tract homes that go for $1.3 million and you couldn't rent it out for double the price of what your mortgage is going to be, that's insane. When you have rents at $3,200 and your mortgage payment's $7,000, how does that work? Seriously, tell me that. Let's charge more for rent. No, you can't. Charge $15,000 a month for rent then. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. So take a look at that home price calendars because it's pretty cool. And manufacturing, 9 months in a row, we saw manufacturing drop off a cliff. 9 months in a row. And, that's a problem, guys. And again, I think that we haven't made anything here in America for the longest time other than pillows and things like that. And how about this? Retail spending, that makes up about 70% of our economy right now. That is horrible. We need to make things again. And it's important that people go out and we have more, things made here in the United States. Now, on the other side of this, you look at manufacturing, look at all these dips and everything that we've had. For the month of May, which is the latest number that we have, you're seeing more construction spending for factories than you did before. It went up 0.9%. Now everybody gets all excited. Oh, see, Dan, it's turning around. Wait a second. Just because people are building buildings doesn't mean that people are going to go put factories inside those buildings. I know a lot of people that are looking for factory space right now for a myriad of reasons. Convert it to offices, car storage, studios, some manufacturing, but people are trying to cut corners every possible way they can, and you're seeing this boom right now. But my prediction is you're going to see that stuff given away really cheaply when, the S hits the fan. So, fascinating stuff, to say the least. Over the weekend, did you guys hear there was a tsunami in Florida? A tsunami. Now, this was caused by a thunderstorm. And the big problem with this was that it disrupted, shares by the beaches and different areas. Miami and places like that in Florida has a lot of beach communities that don't have waves. And they get these beach communities where they lay out, beach chairs and do things like that, but it's just very organized and stuff. And the beach chairs got flipped over. So didn't make the news because it wasn't a big deal. But, kind of fascinating. So, share your thoughts on this stuff so far, guys. Let me know what you're thinking. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Last month's debt ceiling debacle was a mess. When they signed it and they agreed to it, there really were no budget cuts to speak of. But the one thing that happened is the next day, they increased our national debt by $350 billion. You need to look at protecting your family today. You need to look at safe haven investments like gold. And the best place to do that is Patriot Gold Group. Call them today, 888-330-1431, and find out how you can get a no-fee-for-life IRA or 401k. Now, you've got to look at all the experts from the banks, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, all saying that gold is about to break out to $3,000 an ounce. That would be huge for your 401k or IRA. The next thing is Bloomberg. Bloomberg says that gold is a caged animal waiting to break out. Enough said, guys. Take a look at Patriot Gold Group today. Call them and let them know that I allegedly sent you. 888-330-1431 today. Do it before it's too late. Now, 4th of July, look at this shirt. Hamburgers with American flags on it. Is that the best? Seriously. I'm telling you, how do you guys find this stuff? It amazes me. So, one thing about 4th of July that I'm always amazed at is they say the average cost to feed 10 people. This year it's $67.73. Who's eating that food? That's $67.73. That would be, Johnny gets half a hot dog. Share it with your cousin type of thing. $67.73 they say that the average meal cost us for 4th of July. Who are they kidding? Who are they, So you have no drinks. You drink water from the tap, from the hose probably. But $67 for your 4th of July barbecue. And hey, it's not as bad. It's gone down a little bit from, previous years. It's not the highest. It's the second highest on record. Again, $67.73 people to feed 10 people. How do you do that? How do you feed 10 people for $67.73? Got a great story sent to me about banking issues with Chase Bank, how they're not paying the fraud claims that people are having. People are having their identity stolen, and people are stealing money. Suzanne Lee in the Atlanta area had money stolen from her account, and Chase Bank said, tough. You may have been in on it, and, we're not going to pay the claim. Wow, okay. Now, another wild story from the Atlanta area was a man buys a house and complains about how bad the water bill is. It's excessive. And then they sent him an adjustment and said, listen, the woman that used to live there, she never paid the water bill and you're responsible for it. Oh, okay. $118,000 for a water bill. Is that insane or what? Insane. Now, no, get a lawyer. Don't even go to the ombudsman for your radio or TV station. Get a lawyer at that point immediately when this happens. And but the woman that owed the money died in 2007. 2007. Okay, and now they're saying that these people owe 118 grand. I'm going to pass on that. Now, one thing that's interesting about this is my late girlfriend's father died in 2019, and I remember it like it was yesterday. My girlfriend was responsible for selling the house and dealing with the estate and dealing with her mother and everything like that. And just the other day, I got a letter from the city that they lived in saying that he owed $2,200 in the old water bill. And no, okay. And I proceeded to write them. It was sent to my late girlfriend's old address that she hadn't lived at for almost 3 years, and they sent it there. And please pay this. No, pass. What I want to know is, do people pay bills like this? Do people sit there and go, oh yeah. Now, when I researched it, one thing that was done was the people that bought her house, didn't transfer some of the utilities into their name. And one thing that the lawyer did that I was living with, she had letters and dates as far as when she canceled things and the phone call and, oh, you're Joan, operator 642, which is what you need to do so that when they come back years later, which these municipalities are getting so desperate for money and coming after people long after the fact that this is going to continue. So tax dollars are not enough. They're raising fees. That's why places like Evergy are going up with their fees. But you're going to start to see trash pickup go up. You're going to see areas that have property tax problems go through the roof right now. Now, here in California, as crazy as this state is, the property tax are limited to a degree. People vote on stupid things and they get certain trash added on and different school bonds and things like that haven't helped. Like the lottery. The lottery hasn't helped our schools, guys. We have one of the worst schools in the country. But that being said, it is just something that you have certain areas of the country where people's property taxes have gone up 40 and 50% in a year. Why? Because the municipalities have no money. So get yourself ready for more of the problems with banking. People from the UK today, it's nice to hear from them, sent me stories about Barclays Bank and how Barclays Bank is starting to have an app that will tell you the systems that are down with the bank. So you can go to the app directly and see, hey, our mortgage is down, our online banking down, everything's down. And they thought, isn't that weird that they would put all this together for us and give it a window of 30 days. So you're going to see more of this stuff. You're going to see more banking problems. Now, the International Monetary Fund, they stepped forward and they said, hey, they're going to see problems with bank settlements, and you're going to see issues with banks having cash and free money on hand. So just a matter of time, guys, until the system locks up. But you're seeing things that are issues right now. Have you noticed that more of these banks are not paying the bills? People, Chase Bank, had another person write me and say, hey, listen, my Chase Bank, they closed my account for no reason. Great credit, no reason. You're going to see more of this right now. So share your thoughts on this stuff. And where can you feed 10 people for $67.73? Hey, guys, 4th of July's top ramen this year. Enjoy. Oh, yeah. We'll put barbecue sauce in it. Okay? So let me know. And do you like the shirt? Hamburgers, American flag. Okay? Share your thoughts. I found another chart for you guys in regards to the unaffordability of the 4th of July and how things are just going through the roof. All food is. But I'm going to finish the video with these last few stories. When I was in Texas 2 years ago, I went to the greatest establishment ever called Bucky's. Bucky's is the ultimate gas station, but it's like a superstore where they have restaurants inside, shopping, food, everything. The Bucky's I went to had over 100 gas pumps. It was amazing in Texas. The world's largest Bucky's is opening this weekend just in time for 4th of July. And that opened with, it's got 175 gas pumps in Tennessee, and it has 350 employees. But this is great. They have a smoker in there. You can buy barbecued beef. You can buy, roasted cashews, honey roasted cashews, all this stuff. It's just crazy. But has anybody ever been to a Bucky's and it's spelled Buccees? It's absolutely insane. So if you've been there.
Creating the website,
final story.
Development, all that.
Final story is Kevin Costner and his wife, Christine, estranged wife. He had to, clip her credit card. So you think your credit card rating's been cut lately and your limit. He had to cut hers from, $250,000 to $30,000 because she started to pay the lawyers with the credit card. I don't know why I find this funny. It's like, well, I'm not going to write a check. That's my money. Let's have Kevin pay for this. So Kevin got stuck with $100,000. Think about it. The law firm that took her retainer swiped the card for 100 G's. Isn't that solid? That's great. That's a law firm for you. So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And England, thank you again for this beautiful day off. Just want to thank you, one and all, okay? So you guys just don't get enough credit for this. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.